guys, welcome back to the channel. It's now 9:30 in the morning and I'm currently just under 3 weeks out. I know I haven't been posting any videos. I said I was going to post, like, I think I said back one a day or a couple a week, but I haven't been posting anything. I've just been really focusing on my prep, focusing on everything that involves around the prep. And I've actually been enjoying it, enjoying my training, and I don't really want to pick up the camera and mess around filming and pulling a tripod out and stuff, but I just figured that I would show you what I'm currently looking like today, just under 3 weeks out from my next competition. And also I will take you through a full day of eating. Nice and easy for me to film and edit. I've just did a client this morning, one client personal training session, and I'm about to eat my first meal, which I'll show you now. I do my cardio first thing when I wake up in the mornings, and I'm currently doing the stairs in my building, so 40 minutes every single day. And then my step count is around 10,000 at the moment still, and yeah, I'm taking around a 1 day per week rest day. Enough rambling from me anyway, let's get into the food, because that's probably what you all care about. And I'll show you a physique update actually quickly. So, there's your physique update. I know, lost a lot of body fat. I'm actually 165 pounds this morning, a new low weight for me. And yeah, I've lost total weight so far is 40 pounds. I know, crazy, right? 40 pounds of weight from 205 down to 165. And my last stage weight was 160, and I believe I'm going to be close to around 160 come this new stage weight. So I'll be the exact same stage weight that I was even after the two-year long off season. But I'd like to think that I've improved some muscle, a little bit of muscle in certain areas. My posing, I'd like to think it's got a lot better, which I'm sure it has. And we'll see what happens come show day. But the main thing that I'm trying to do is enjoy it, enjoy my training. That's why I haven't been filming any content. And also enjoy just everything, all the emotions, all the feelings that come with a prep. And I also want to try and enjoy show day this time. I want to take the stress and the pressure off me. All the hard work would have been done, and whatever peak I come in on stage, so be it. You know, I don't want to stress about it, because obviously cortisol stress is just going to make you look worse anyway. So better to just go with the flow, enjoy it. And yeah, to be honest, this prep has been pretty much a breeze compared to the last one I did, and hopefully you'll see that in my physique come show day. Alright, let's get into first meal because I'm starving. Using the non-stick butter spray. Yo guys, so first meal of today is going to be, I'm debating whether to have a rest day today. I plan my rest days kind of randomly when I feel my body needs one. Yesterday I was going to have a rest day and I ended up doing just the arms, and I woke up today and my whole upper body is just like sore for some reason. So, and I'm not doing legs today, so potentially today is going to be a rest day. So meal one we have, so we're going to run probably low carbs, if not any carbs today, 0 carb maybe. So yeah, meal one is going to be 3 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and 223 grams of chicken breast. Yeah, just going to eat this meal. I have one coffee first thing in the morning, and then I'll have another coffee now, eat this meal, watch some YouTube, and then probably start preparing the next meals. Also, I will go take a walk on the beach to get some steps in. Oh, quick one about the salt intake as well. I've started tracking my salt per day just to keep my sodium intake accurate, so my body water weight doesn't fluctuate too much. And then going into the show, I'll know what my body has been used to, so it's easier not to make big changes then. And I'll just put my salt intake in here for the day and then sprinkle a little bit on each meal. Helps give it a little bit extra flavour. So guys, this is what I do with my meal prep. So I place the chicken into, well, my girlfriend does it, but yeah, she puts it into bags like this, sections it up into usually 2 chicken breasts, sometimes 3, depending on how much is in there. We'll put it in this container, then let it defrost in the fridge. So each day I'll take one of these bags out and then the chicken defrost. Then it's good to go. And we're using this air fryer to cook it in. So literally just bang it on the scale there. All my chicken is weighed out raw weight also. That's actually very important because it loses a lot of stuff. And then we're literally just placing it inside the air fryer. Like so. So that's 531 grams, and then I'll just split that probably into 2 meals, sometimes 3 depending on how much is there. And I'll put a note in my phone so I know the meals that I have ready, and I'll use some maybe today, some tomorrow, and so on like that. So 5, 3, 1, 5, 5, and then bang that in there, and then job done. Okay, so I flip the chicken over once, and then bring it out. So I was using seasonings for a long time during this prep, but towards the end, obviously every calorie counts, so I've literally just took out all seasonings, and now it's just going to be plain chicken with the salt, of course, and just to make sure that it cooks throughout. If you don't have an air fryer, guys, I suggest that you purchase one because it's literally the easiest thing to cook pretty much anything in, and also it tastes good. It's a clean, healthy way of cooking, and easy. You don't have to do a lot. You can just chuck it on and then go and do other stuff while you're waiting. And then I literally just put it straight back in. So yeah, when it comes to dieting, guys, we want to try and make it as easy as possible. We don't want to give ourselves added stress or something that we're going to not stick to. So you want to make everything as easy as possible, whether it's diet, cardio. Make sure the food is there, ready to be prepared, ready to be cooked. Make sure you have it in the boxes. If you're going out somewhere, make sure you've got all your meals ready, take them with you. Because you're 99% less likely to cheat on your diet if the meal that you have pre-cooked with you ready to eat. You're not going to waste the food. And yeah, it just makes things easier. Obviously cook in bulk like this, so much more efficient and better and easier to stick to. And we will be having, this is actually something new that I've trying on this prep for the first time. This is asparagus, and I believe my girlfriend cooked it in the air fryer. And I absolutely hate asparagus, but I thought I would try it out as it's a natural diuretic, and we're trying to reduce water in the body. So towards the end stages of this prep, I'm going to try that. Whether it works or not, I don't know. So guys, I'm about to eat my second meal. The time is 11:49, and yeah, I've split the asparagus up. The chicken turned out to be 177 grams each meal. Obviously it's a 0 carb day today, so we're going to go a little bit higher on the fats a bit later on in the day. If you do want to see what a high carb day is like, please just give the thumbs up on this video, and shows me that you're enjoying the content, and then I will do another full day of eating on a higher carb day to show you what that's all about. And then here we go, 2 meals for either later on or tomorrow. Simple as that. And then I'm going to get some steps, I believe, after this meal now, out in the sun. But what I wanted to show you guys was my supplements, everything that I'm taking during this prep, and also water. Water I'm taking in around 6 litres at the moment, plus 4 grams of salt, and I'm using this 0 calorie fruit squash Robinsons, just to give it a little bit more of a taste. So that's that. Put some salt on this meal now. As you can see, it's not a lot of food, but it's a 0 carb day. It's a rest day. This is the time we're sorry, I'm dyslexic. We're strategically trying to choose when we push and when we pull with the calories. So rest day, obviously lower calories. On a training day, we'll increase the calories, mainly coming from the carbohydrates. Taste test, chicken, it's pretty standard. Not looking forward to this asparagus. It's not bad. Because it's been cooked in the air fryer, it's kind of shrunken down a bit. But at this stage of the prep, we're not eating for enjoyment anyway. Well, even any time on a prep. It's all for performance reasons. So just get it down as fast as possible, because I don't like vegetables anyway. This is a new little scales that I got in order to track salt, because the normal scales don't really track salt. This is a micro scale. It does 0.01 or something to the gram. And then, so this is a product, the greens powder. I don't use this every day, but some days if my vegetables are a bit low, I will use that. And what I do here, I'll finish most of this, and then I'll add in 5 grams of L-glutamine, followed by 5 grams of creatine, and then these are the supplements that I'm taking. Cod liver oil, 1 tablet of that. Vitamin D, 1 tablet of that. I know I live out in Dubai, but believe it or not, I don't actually go in the sun that much, because it's the summer at the moment and it's pretty hot. And I want to save all my energy for my training sessions, so I don't want to be going out in the sun. But rest day today, so we're going to head out in the sun to the beach just after this. I started taking this glucosamine and codrin and MSM. Don't know what the hell, if I probably butchered that name, but anyway, it's for joint mobility. As I had a few niggles with my shoulders and obviously I'm deficient now, being in a deficit on a contest prep. So yeah, if anything gives me 1% benefit or something, I'm going to take it. And I did actually feel a difference from my joints after taking this for around about a week, so that's good. Vitamin C, 1 tablet, 200 megs of that. And then, of course, we got the omega-3, highly concentrated, 900 meg. It's got 500 EPA and 400 DHA per serving, and that's just 1 tablet. So very, very good product here. Because I don't like fish, so I don't eat any fish. So that's why I'm using the supplements for benefit of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this meal, watch some YouTube, and then catch you at the beach. So just walking to the beach. It's like literally 2 minutes away from where I live. That's amazing. That's why I moved to Dubai in the first place. Even if I don't use it, it's just nice to have on your doorstep just in case you want to use it. And yeah, wait till you see what it's like anyway. Probably seen if you've been following the channel before. But I'll just do like maybe 4,000, 5,000 steps on the beach now. Also, I need to get some tan, like a base tan, as my skin is looking rather pale right now. So a base tan would be good to get before we go on stage and get the fake tan. So yeah, I need to do this more often, to be honest. Very hazy today. Don't know if you can see the quality. I still need to figure out how to use this camera properly, as I still don't know. And yeah, that's why I don't use it very often, to be honest, as well. I'm actually thinking about maybe even selling it. Yo guys, so beach walk done, boxed off a good amount of steps there, so I'm currently at 6,500 for the day. Currently goal is 10,000. So yeah, that's it, just gonna walk. It's probably take me around an hour that I did the walk, and it's super hot at the moment. 40, what's the temperature? 41 degrees in Dubai. That's why, and it's midday at the moment, so that's why I don't spend too long outside. So yeah, I'm just gonna head to the shop now, pick up 1 or 2 things that I need for my next meal actually, and then we'll get back, eat that, and go from there. So that whole shop then, everything I just brought, it costs £12 if you're from the UK. So yeah, I didn't get a lot really. £12 adds up, obviously eating 4, 5, 6 sometimes meals per day. It's a lot of food, you know, especially the most expensive thing when you're a bodybuilder is obviously the supplements. And when I say supplements, I don't mean steroids, I mean like your protein, your creatine, your pre-workouts. And then obviously the meats are the most important, so things like eggs, chicken, steak, mince, they're obviously the most expensive things that we're having. It's the most expensive sport in the world if you ask me. Even if you're just a natural bodybuilder, it's so expensive. I mean, even just getting your blood work done, it costs around £100, £150 some cases. So like blood work alone is really expensive. Then you have the show. Like if I worked out my expenses for the show, just the show alone, I think it was around $200 to just to register. Then it was another $200 to register for my show, so you have to register to their federation so you can compete for the year, and then it's an extra $200 for the show. Then we have to pay for our lie detector test, which is another £100, and then you have to pay for your tan, which you're going to wash off after as soon as you get off stage. That's another, I think, £100. And then you're looking at, we can't take cameras into the venue, so you're looking at a photographer, another £100. And then if you do happen to win your pro card, which obviously that's what I'm going for, let's see what happens on the day, but then there's a pro show in the evening time, and that's even more expensive, $350 to enter that. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how we're putting on the show and we have to pay to put on the show, you know, and then the people who are organising it take all the money because it's expensive to even get a ticket for my show. It's like £45, just 200 dirhams just to watch, so they must be making some decent money. And they have a show sponsor as well, that's probably giving them a shit ton of money. So yeah, it's not really right, but I'm doing it more for myself anyway, not for financial benefits. So right guys, just gonna have a quick shower. I'm sweating everywhere, and we'll get cracking with the next meal of the day. Right guys, back with the next meal of the day. Probably would say this is my favourite meal, and we're going to be using gourmet vanilla protein, iso-hydrolyzed. So there's no, it's just protein, there's not much carbs or fats or anything inside. And I used to drink my protein shakes and I got sick of it. When you've been drinking protein shakes for like 10 plus years now, it's got to a point with me, I don't really like it. And I found this way that is just amazing, how it tastes so much better, everything. All I literally do, you might have seen this online, someone else doing it before, but I literally stick it in a mug. I'm going to grab a little small spoon, because anyone that's done prep knows you need the small spoons. Just tricks your brain thinking that you're eating more fruit than you actually are. We're going to put a little bit of salt in there actually. Just a little bit. And then we're just going to add some water. Make sure you don't add too much water because they'll just mess everything up. So you literally pour a little bit in, stir it around for a bit, a little bit in, just keep stirring it, a little bit more. Probably put too much in. And you literally just keep on stirring. I don't know if you can see that very well there guys, but it's just like a custard, like a sludge, protein sludge, and it tastes unbelievable. It's like custard. It tastes literally like custard. So when you're on a contest prep, obviously not eating much sweet stuff, this is perfect. Just tastes like as if you're drinking custard. And then with this meal then, I will also be having some strawberries. I'm not really tracking fruit too much, however I don't eat a lot of it. I'm only eating some today as it's zero carb day. Obviously there's carbohydrates, I know, in the fruit, but when I say zero carb I mean no carbohydrates, like typical carbohydrates like rice, oats, potato and things like that. So yeah, I allow myself a small portion of fruit. Sometimes it's strawberries, sometimes it's blueberries, sometimes it's watermelon, and it's just one portion per day. But like I said, I don't go crazy. I probably have 125 grams of blueberries, probably around 100 grams strawberries, and a little bit of watermelon. I don't think that's going to affect you too much, guys. I know people are scared about the fructose and all the rest of it, but listen, you're in a deficit anyway, so like, it doesn't really matter. You get micronutrients. It's not like you're eating a chocolate bar or anything. However, that brings me on nicely to my next point, which is a chocolate bar. 100% cocoa, lint. I normally get the 90%, but I seen this today, so I thought, why not? I'm going to try this one. Yeah. So good. So good. Okay, let's weigh this out because we need to make sure we're eating the right amount. This is a weird box that I found in. Normally it's not like this. Ah, look at that, guys. That's terrible. It's split already. And I'm probably gonna have. Normally I have 20 grams of the normal dark chocolate 90%. So let's see how much this weighs. That's 13 grams. 21 grams. 20 grams. Perfect. Okay, so 20 grams of 100% dark chocolate. And what I do now, I literally take some dark chocolate and then wash it down with some protein custard while finishing it off with a nice strawberry. And if you want to be really fancy, I guess we can dip it in here like so. There you are, guys. Who said dieting was hard? So good. When it comes to dark chocolate, it's funny. When you are allowed to eat all different types of food, I would have hated dark chocolate, but now, as you're on prep, you can't eat a lot of it. You're only allowed a small portion. It just tastes amazing. Because the flavour lasts forever. As soon as the prep's over, I'm going after that dairy milk. There's no dark chocolate being consumed then. That's for sure. Alright guys, I'm going to finish this little meal here, watch some more YouTube, and I will catch you. Oh yeah, what I'll be doing after this, the reason I'm having some carbs, a little bit of carbs, sweet stuff, and the salt, is because I've actually got a Zoom posing call booked in with this guy that's showing me how to pose and giving me tips. So I've got that booked in for 3 o'clock. Maybe show you a little snippet of that. And then I have a client tonight at the gym at 6 PM. But like I said, it's a rest day. My steps are pretty much ticked off now. I've only got around 2,000 left to go. I'll probably train some abs in the gym, some ab training. With ab training, guys, I'm pretty much just training them whenever they're fresh. If they hurt, I'll leave it. If they're not hurting, I'll train them. So on typical is probably every other day, I would say, or sometimes once every 3 days if I've really trained them hard, it hurts too much. And yeah, and that's it. Catch you in the posing. Just listening to James Holliday, I forgot his name then. Talking about cheatness. I've actually grown to like James a lot actually of late. So posing now done. Yeah, like I said, I was posing with a posing coach, Sammy, I think it is his name on Instagram, and he's from the UK. Very good at posing. He's also a bodybuilder. Yeah, he's been helping me out the last few weeks, and I've learned so much from him actually. And yeah, it's definitely improving my posing, so it's really good going into the show. As it's no good having a good physique if you don't know how to show it off properly. Everyone says that, and it's true. And posing was definitely one of my weaknesses, so trying to make it my strength. Alright, next meal is about to go down. When it comes to my meal choices, I just kind of pick and choose what I feel like, but most of the meals will stay the same each day. It just depends on when I will eat the meal. So because I'm going to do a client now in a bit, I'm going to add in some fats into this meal. So I'm going to do some beef mince, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, next meal going down is, focus. So what we have here is 5% lean mince, and I chop them up into like little burgers. We got some mushrooms here, and then some peas. And we're gonna wash it. Well, we're gonna sprinkle some of this ketchup over the low sugar, 50%, and then we've got a Sprite, 0 calories. No caffeine in this drink, so obviously. Yo guys, so I had a nightmare yesterday. Just totally forgot to film my last meal of the day. I went to B1, trained a client, did some ab training, forgot to film all of it, and then come back. And I had the same meal when I put the protein powder and mix it around with water. And I had I went a bit crazy with the watermelon, to be honest. Hence why the carbohydrates have shot up. But like I said before, my carbs were not coming from real carbohydrate sources, fruit and veg and stuff like that. I tend not to track as much, but like I said, I went crazy with the watermelon, probably ate a little bit too much. However, I've just woken up today, the next day, and my weight has dropped down, so we're going in the right direction. I'm looking pretty lean. But yeah, I'm looking pretty lean today. The weight has dropped, so I'm happy. I'm actually under the weight cap that I wanted to be. They've got a so-called weight cap at 165 to 150 for lightweights. So I'm 164 today. So I'm at the targeted weight that I wanted to be at, just 2.5 weeks out. So it's pretty much bang on time, to be honest. But they told me that they're going to change the weight cap and stuff around depending on who turns up. Sounds like they're trying to rig the show, to be honest. But anyway, I'm just going to come in shape. Whatever I weigh in, as long as the look is good. So yeah, everything's good. Please like the video if you have enjoyed it, and subscribe. And hopefully I will make another video, if this video does well, of what I would eat on a high carb day. Because yeah, higher carb days are coming definitely soon. Peace out.